I stepped back, we turned that on, and let me tell you, like best cake ever.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most complicated cakes on Cake Boss.
Put out the fire, Mo.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most over-the-top, elaborate creations from Buddy and the crew that'll probably have you wondering, is that even a cake? If you could have your own elaborate Carlo's Bake Shop cake, what would you want it to look like? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, roulette cake. Always bet on black, or Buddy Velastro. Buddy is made an offer he can't refuse to make a casino-themed cake for a Man of the Year event.
It's gotta be big, maybe like in a casino theme, like a roulette wheel.
He knows he has to pull out all the stops for this customer, who requests that the cake look like a real roulette wheel. And of course, Carlo's Bake Shop delivers.
All right, guys, good job.
The finished cake looks spot on and is actually designed to spin. The recipient of the cake, another boss in his own right, stoically examines it at first, but tells the crew that they did an amazing job.
You like it?
Fantastic cake.
I'm glad. I was like, whoo, thank God.
Number 9, Lisa's birthday cake. If your husband is the cake boss, you would hope he'd make you an elaborate birthday cake each year. For Lisa's 30th birthday, Buddy wants to make something super special for her.
My wife Lisa's turning 30. My wife has got beautiful curves. I'm going to give her a life-size sculpture of herself.
She has always wanted a replica of herself as a cake, so he's eager to surprise her with one. Working with her height and proportions, he and the team bake and construct a life-sized model cake of Lisa.
I'm taking care of the body, and it's going to be awesome. But if the head don't match, it's going to be his head.
The stakes are high. After all, Buddy has to make sure his version of his wife looks beautiful. At her party, she's absolutely floored by the reveal.
Oh my God!
Number 8, a working toilet. Nothing's more decadent than a toilet bowl. For the 100th anniversary of a local plumbing business, owners Ian and Justin task Buddy with a challenge, a toilet cake that can actually flush.
I want to see if we can make this toilet actually flush.
You want a cake to flush?
You think you can do it?
What are these people out of their mind? They want this cake to flush?
He and the bakers are ready to take on the project, but it takes some thought. Finally, they come up with the idea to wrap a plastic tube around the inside of the bowl part of the cake and run water through it. And it works.
Yeah! I mean, it's working. And the way the water at the end does it, it gives it like a little swirl, so it looks like it's really going down the drain. I mean, this cake is gonna be awesome.
It goes without saying, but the clients are impressed with how well the Carlo's Bakery team brought their vision to life.
Well, I was skeptical. We challenged him, and I didn't think he could make it work, but he made it work, and he really shocked us all, and he made for a great 100th year anniversary.
Number 7, Carlo's first birthday. How cute is baby Carlo? He deserves a birthday treat as sweet as him, and Buddy takes that job seriously.
I wanted to do a cake that felt like a candy mountain.
For the little one's first birthday party, his dad makes him a massive candy mountain cake. Its structure is enormous, not to mention it's covered with sweets. There are even 2 huge gumball machines on either side of it.
There's a lot of teamwork today. You girls rocked it out. Everybody did a great job. And you know what? I just think it came awesome.
We'd say this candy-themed cake is pretty much any little kid's dream, and it must have been a blast for Carlo to dig into. He probably won't remember it when he's older, but at least he can revisit the footage.
How big is Carlo? So big.
Number 6, Statue of Liberty. People always say liberty is sweet, and this cake takes that sentiment very literally. The Statue of Liberty park rangers call upon Carlo's Bakery to create a confection for the famous landmark.
You know, they ask you to make a cake for the Statue of Liberty. Automatically, what are you gonna make? You gotta make the statue.
Buddy immediately knows that the plan is simple. Make a replica of Lady Liberty. But the problem is, how are they going to bake something so huge?
Oh! Ah! The bottom, it's the bottom. It's the bottom, it's fine.
I mean, the base is 2/3 of the whole thing.
It takes some teamwork, but the crew finds a way to scale the creation to a manageable height for transportation. They very carefully stack the cake for the event, and the final product is spot on.
Who wants to eat some cake?
Number 5, ski slope. Some requests feel like an uphill slope, even for the cake boss. This cake, however, is a literal slope. Windham Mountain Ski Resort is celebrating and needs an extravagant centerpiece for the occasion.
We're going to build a structure and then build little chunks of the mountain off it.
They don't just want a recreation of the mountain, they want a fully functioning ski lift built in.
You know, they showed me pictures of like where it's going to go, and we have to deliver it over the snow.
No task is too big for Buddy and the sculptors at Carlo's, and they managed to construct a mechanism that even picks up the little sugar-filled people. The final cake is so heavy, they need a snow plow to transport it once they arrive at their destination.
You know when you bring a cake to its setting and it looks like it belongs? This cake looked like we brought it home.
Number 4, a full-sized race car. On your marks, get set, eat. The folks at NASCAR get to taste a cake from Buddy, and it's nothing if not on theme.
We're talking about making a life-size race car cake.
You know how long it would take to make a cake an actual size of a car? You gotta be nuts.
This race car cake is an order larger than Carlo's Bakery has ever had up to this point. But as always, the crew is ready to start their engines and make a masterpiece.
It took 20 people 6 hours just to stack this cake. Good job, team, good job.
With a creation this size, mishaps should be expected. And at one point, Buddy and his team are actually forced to reconstruct an entire section of the car. Rest assured, they gave the cake a tune-up and it was off to the races.
Out of all the cakes I've made, I've never been more proud than of this one. And I've never been so proud of the team that I've had.
Number 3, NASA cake. Get ready for takeoff, or should we say cake off. Buddy takes a solo mission to Florida and visits NASA's Kennedy Space Center.
This place is amazing. I can't wait to see what these guys want from me.
He's honored to learn that they want him to build an amazing creation for them, and naturally, he wants it to be out of this world.
Maybe we can make it on the launch pad.
Could you give us smoke and fire?
Of course.
What about making it lift off?
He decides that this cake won't just be delicious, it's also going to have its very own space shuttle that lifts off. With the help of special effects guy Drew, Buddy gets his vision off the ground, literally. As expected, the crowd at the event goes wild.
Hoboken, we have liftoff. Mission accomplished.
Oh, it's delicious.
Number 2, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Can we get a Mamma Mia? An adventurous couple comes into Carlo's Bakery with a wedding cake request, and it's anything but ordinary.
We want something different for our wedding and unique.
I had the idea to have the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The pair envisions something larger than life, a model of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I mean, listen, it's not gonna be easy. Being Italian, I take that to like my pride, my heritage. It's gotta be a certain way.
Buddy not only has to make sure that the cake is beautiful and delicious, but that it leans without falling apart. The team builds the treat perfectly, complete with all of the intricate details that make up the real monument. Plus, adding the couple on a Vespa is an adorable way to incorporate them into the piece.
I'm in the business of making people happy. That's the business of cakes.
Love you.
I love you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Bumblebee. Get ready to transform and roll out. The wildest, most complex creation on Cake Boss was designed to advertise both a Camaro and Transformers 3.
There's so many ways I could go with this cake. What's your vision of it?
Naturally, it included a 7-foot model of character Bumblebee. The cake itself is designed and shaped like the aforementioned vehicle, and building it is a real team effort.
I mean, we need cake, we need cheaters, we need buttercream. It's all hands on deck.
They get special effects specialist Drew on board as well to help make this confection really pop. The final product is unbelievable and acted as the perfect way to promote the film and car. We just wonder how anyone could cut into a cake as intricate and impressive as this.
But one thing's for sure, we got some big dreams and some big cakes to make.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.